and change.
Go on then.
Give me 1 second while I move the table into the light. It was raining, so I brought it under the canopy, but now the rain
You
has went up.
Scottish Irish?
I'm from Edinburgh.
Oh, you're from Britain.
On a side note, the whole of London is now in a drought, as is half of England, and it was in the news earlier. The rainfall that's going to reverse the drought isn't due to fall until October. So, this, I can't I can lift the laptop up and show you the colour of my garden. It's yellow. It's crisp yellow. 1 second. I just turn it around so you can see. There we are.
It's a bit muddy.
Apart from and all the parks in London are the same as well. Hyde Park.
Well, I'm
Kensington
guessing Brighton's
Gardens.
like that as well, and so is New Haven. So,
Yeah.
how you been doing, Jack?
Well, I'm actually growing in greater faith and greater peace.
That makes two of us.
I'm also growing in greater confidence that I'm on the right path. That this idea of ending wars and secrecy,
Yeah.
it's time. America has been taken over, Kenny. America is being operated and controlled by the state of Israel. There's just so much evidence of corruption right now.
Well, before I could comment on that, I would have to research viable sources, Jack. I know you have a different political outlook to things, different from myself, and I'm pro-free speech, and, more power to you if that's what you believe.
Well, what I was looking at was I've seen some of this alleged, some of the statistics on the different congressmen and how much each of them have received from AIPAC. And then I saw a video of a guy walking through the halls of Congress and seeing how many signs are "I stand with Israel" and connect those two things. Well, then recently I just saw another statistic of how much each individual state is sending to Israel every year. So not just the federal budget is including funding for Israel to do what it's doing, but also pretty much all of the individual state budgets. So I don't think the average people in our nation or in the world understand what's going on with this exploitation and corruption.
Well, Israel depends massively on American aid for its survival. It's only a country of 9 million, surrounded by Arab countries that want to destroy it, and has been since its founding in 1948. So there we have it. What are you going to do? Just take all the money away from Israel and let Israel perish? Why?
Well,
what good would that do the Western world?
There's other ways. There's other ways. See, I was watching recent reports this morning on the escalation and the patterns between Iran and, them attacking the U.S. bases. And as I understand, there's quite a number of American soldiers who have been killed and injured already as a result of these conflicts. Not to mention that we've got thousands and thousands of sailors who've been deployed. I heard a report. Apparently one of them has reached out. Several have reached out through mail and communication trying to get attention of their congressmen and people. They've been deployed for 7 months, and that's not usual for, I guess, what they do. So we've got thousands of American men and women being separated from their own families. And the patterns I was seeing between these attacks, it's revenge being called defense. People got to break these patterns of attacking each other because someone else did something.
In an ideal world, Jack, I agree with your goal of ending war, but looking at it in a perspective of reality, humans have been warring against each other ever since we're way back in the hunter-gatherer societies. So it's a very idealistic goal, but it's a very noble goal as well. And I don't think anybody really likes war. You know, it's not in the battlefield itself that does the most damage. It's the fallout after it, the PS, the post-traumatic stress disorder, the suicides, the domestic abuse, the drug and alcohol abuse, the homelessness, the crime. That's the biggest tragedy of war. The years and decades after. That kills more people than actually on the battlefield.
Yes, Kenny. And we've got to remember, these children that survive these conflicts, they're going to grow up, right? And if we don't find a way to share mercy and help bring healing, this world is going to continue these battles. And unfortunately, there are some who love the war because they're focused on creating profits and control.
Yeah, unfortunately, war is big business. Yeah.
We can transform it. This is what I've been looking at. I'm here in America, and I think America was created to become this great thing for the world. And I think we have the opportunity to do it. But the reality is the government, not just America, but every nation state, it's set up to protect their relationship with the international banks. And the banks, right, all the rules are created to protect this banking system, but this banking system creates profits from debts, unforgiveness, right? And then bringing the punishing destruction of war, because that's how the bankers control the nations, is through debts.
Well, it's an interesting take, anyway. Do you mind if I take you and your audience through a guided meditation before I go?
You know what? If we're going to do this, we got to do this right. Okay, so be patient. I think I got something for you. And then, yes.
I'd like to hear more about that, but right now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Kenny Givens.
Sit in a sturdy, classic armchair, the kind that commands respect, and rest your hands gently on your lap. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, deliberate, breathe in. Fill your lungs as if you were drawing in the crisp, untamed air of the Scottish Highlands. Hold it for a moment, feeling the strength in your own stillness. Now exhale completely. Breathe out the noise of the modern world. Breathe out the censorship, the endless scrolling, and the echo chambers. Let it drift away like mist over the lochs. Breathe in again. This time, visualize a steadfast flame. This is the flame of open dialogue, the enduring spark of Western liberty. It is bright, it is bold, and it cannot be easily extinguished. Feel its warmth radiating through you, granting you the courage to speak your mind, the wisdom to listen to unapologetic truth. As you exhale, release any lingering hesitation. Release the fear of bold opinions. In your mind's eye, picture a horizon where the old world meets the new. A place where cinematic legends walk alongside the ghosts of history's greatest battles. A place where art is free Speech is protected, and the dialogue is never watered down. You seek this place. You seek a community that stands firm. Now bring your awareness back to the physical room. Feel the weight of your body in the chair. Now bring your focus to your right hand. Specifically, use your index finger or perhaps your thumb if you're holding a mobile device. Feel the quiet, powerful energy gathering in that digit. It is the energy of decisive action. Slowly open your eyes. Let the light of your screen wash over you. Guide that focused energy to the sacred, vibrant red rectangle resting just below the video player. Click subscribe. Tap the notification bell, allowing its clear chime to ring out like a declaration of independence in your digital landscape. Take one final deep breath. You're now centered. You're now informed. You are now a part of the Kenny Givens Show. Go forth in peace and liberty and subscribe to the Kenny Givens Show on YouTube. God be with you. Amen.
Holy cows. Praise God. That is Kenny Givens of the Kenny Givens Show. And thank you for that guided meditation. I hope all found some sort of message or relaxation in that. But holy cows, what a universe, man. This life, this expression of life that we're sharing. Hey, we've got a couple other guests showing up. It looks like one I'm not familiar with, but it seems to be familiar with Craig.
Big up, Emperor. How you doing, dude? He's a pretty cool guy.
How you doing, Jack? Thank you for having me.
I have
your
no
show
idea what that.
My little thing here, and I was like, you know what? Let me subscribe and like this because I like these. I saw your title, man. Your title is a gifted title. There's not very many channels that are out here like this because mine is like this as well, where we're trying to come up with solutions and come together. So this is something I have to be a part of, or else I'm not doing my job.
Did you click on it because you got a notification because my channel went live and Jack Talcott's on my channel? Yeah, there you go.
I told you I was gonna follow. I told you I'm trying to be a part of the transformation, the reform, the change, the movement. This is real. I already did. Like I said, I had my world peace proposal. We put that together. It took us like literally like almost 2 months, and we were doing it live, man. I was out there like, audience, help me out here. I'm using AI and all my search tools, trying to learn law and order on the go, and building it like from scratch, like building a car around myself while I'm jogging. Like that's what we were doing, man. It's so awesome. I love creative thinking, critical thinking. It's beautiful.
I'm glad you're here, truly. And if you would, say something in the YouTube chat. I'll put you as a mod, and you're welcome to drop your link. Drop the link in the back, whatever. You're welcome here, and I'm putting a call out. Literally, there's a lot of individuals and groups who are.
Yeah, you might want to redo that, dude. That's on my channel.
Yeah, you gotta do it on. Do it on mine.
Damn. My bad. Well, you need to put me as a mod too, anyway. So
hold on, Emperor. I'll give you.
I'm gonna add you guys as mods on my channel. Don't worry.
Hold on, here you are, Emperor. It's in the back chat. All right, this is Jack's live stream as we're on right now.
There we go. Thank you. Hey, there's a lot of individuals and a lot of groups gathering together for this purpose, right? And my hope is to connect with others. So tell me more about what you're doing and what's going on with you, please.
All right. I dropped my channel in the back right there. I have many videos. I just started going live this year, but I was putting videos up throughout my journey. I ended up running into this nice guy. He was awesome. You know, everything I expected a good person to be. And, you know, he opened up my mind, my eyes, and my heart to like things that are bigger than myself. And he told me to go ahead and try to prove him wrong. And I still can't prove Jesus wrong today. See where I'm at with that?
Yeah, that was
Very interesting guy.
And who was this again?
Jesus, yeah. I'm still like, he told me to prove him wrong and I can't.
Oh,
Yeah.
He told you to prove him wrong. Yeah, no, you can't. I encourage everybody, test his words and see if he's wrong. Because he's not wrong. He's not
It's lining up way too good, buddy. So, you know, all will confess Lord, right? It is true. At the same time, we have to look at the situation we're in, right? If there is something outside of this, right, then that means whatever we're experiencing now is temporary. And then what are the temporary things we experience, right? As above, so below. So what's temporary that we experience? Seasons, those change. Technology, video games, our families, people. These are temporary too. They don't stay forever. You see? So what are we actually experiencing here? Is this just a simulation of what is to come? And we're just trying to decide mentally what side of the line we fall on? Like what's really at stake here? Because we're all worried about trying to get $1 and trying to, you know, whatever. But like, if this is all temporary, what does that matter? And this is the reality everybody's afraid to face.
right. This is it. Hey, we're on the right path. This is the right place. This could be an incredible day because transformation, reforms, and change. We got a couple guests showing up. I've been seeing some growth, some change. Others have been witnessing.
Beat that, Jack. Please, Jack, you gotta watch out for this Emperor guy. He said he fucked a sheep, Jack.
Please stop. Please. Thank you.
Big up, Imperious. How you doing, brother?
I love you, Craig.
Hey,
Love you, Imp.
So let me give a shout out to the Kenny Given Show. Thank you for the contribution. While we highlight you, and thank you to everyone who ends up subscribing to Kenny Given. Feel free to share your link again in the chat if you want. And this is the Emperor link is in the chat as well. So,
Jack, I think you're the only Emperor here. The Emperor of Love, Jack.
oh, no, it is we. It is we who are becoming these princes and princesses of love, as our Lord is love, right?
Jack,
As
would you
Lord
say the
Jesus-
Emperor? Would you say the Emperor is a pretty princess?
The Emperor can be whatever it wants to be. I just want to be with God's love.
You notice I'm not even mentioning. I'm not gonna respond to this stuff because, like, come on, I get trolls all the time. They always try to troll me. Emperor of what? And I keep explaining to you the Grand Knowledge Empire. All of the people that are free thinkers, critical thinkers, the smart people that can see, the people that were raised with common sense, the individuals that weren't just indoctrinated by class, but they actually asked questions to the teacher that the teacher couldn't answer. These are my people. Grand Knowledge Empire.
Jack,
The
the
reason
Emperor,
why
I have a question, buddy.
it's
I
the
have
thing.
a question.
It's the
Jack,
thing.
Jack, I have a question.
We're the
for
only thing that keeps your society going.
The
You guys
Emperor,
don't realize it.
Sir, I have a question. What color do you paint your nails?
Your mom.
Why
Please
is that?
keep it clean. Please keep
Jack,
it
I
clean.
saw that little laugh there, Jack. I saw that. You thought that was a little funny. Come on.
It took me just a moment, but I'm not sure why some people do and say the things that they do and say, but I'm
Jack,
sure
I have that. What
appreciated.
is that thing where you cuss all the time, Jack? What is that? Tourette's? That's what I have. Jack.
No, don't give that excuse. Come on now. Guys, we are truly living in a remarkable time. I said this to someone else, and it's so easy to defend those words. But if you really kind of step back and look at it objectively, any moment of life, it's pretty special, guys. And we were born into a world that thinks that the money is more important than life. I know that's not true. Some of the legislation and some of the choices being made by the United States representatives, they got some splaining to do, I think.
Yeah, this is not in our best interest as the people. And then when we actually put forth legislation that's in our best interest as the people, it gets brushed to the side.
I think what's in our
What's up,
best interest
Jabalba?
is more
Big up,
Jack
Bulba.
pictures on the panel.
What's
Bulba,
up,
put another
guys?
Jack picture up there. Right now, you Asian son of a bitch.
Please welcome Bulba. He hosted me for some conversations earlier today. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up from mine. But yeah, great to see you guys.
Well, seriously,
Jack,
the more
Jack, I slipped in dog crap. Do you have any tips on how to get that smell away?
try licking it off.
Right here. I got some of it off, but there's still dog shit on my shoe. But the smell, man. How do I
He's
get the
right.
smell?
Just lick it. Try licking it clean.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I heard Zabulba likes to lick men clean.
Please.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I guess hey,
Sure.
no, let's swinging back to something I heard from the Emperor.
Oh,
I
we're
mean-
swinging? I'm just kidding. Bad joke.
It's something I've seen and witnessed, though, as well. The body of Christ, the awakening, it's happening. The spirit of love and life. And God is revealing things through so many people in so many different ways. But I had this thought yesterday, and I feel it's true. We are near victory here on earth. And what that means, near victory, victory is goodness prevailing over corruption.
Amen. Let me add to that a little bit too, because there's some things that like our Christian brothers and sisters that actually believe in Jesus and profess his name first. Not, oh, my relationship with God. No, my relationship with Jesus, because without going through Jesus, you can't get to God. All right. So we have to have a relationship with Jesus. If you're a true Christian, and that's okay if you're like, okay, I love God, but I don't know about the Jesus stuff. It's a choice. He's not making you, but guess who is making you? Islam. They gonna make you choose. You ain't gonna have a choice. You're gonna have to choose. All right. Islam will make you choose. Jesus will let you choose. See what I'm saying? Two different things. But we have to go back. Did Jesus tell us not to defend ourselves? No, he did. Did he tell us to lay down and let them hurt us? No, he didn't tell us that. He said, take them swords. He said, go sell this thing over here. Go get some swords. And we busted out. We said we had 2 swords.
Why? No, please, brother.
Hold on. I'm bringing up a point. Okay. He said, go get swords. And he said, hey, we got 2 right here. He said, that's enough.
Jack,
All right?
I think the Emperor wants to sword fight with you.
What I'm saying is, when they came to take Jesus, he pulled up the sword and tried to defend. But Jesus said, now's not the time. Put it away. You cannot stop me from going to the cross, but there's going to be a time you need that sword. This is what he was talking about, to defend the faith. There's going to be a time where they're going to try to come and persecute us and try to hurt us. But here in America, we can defend ourselves.
Jack, he said, come.
He was talking about this time, and we can have self-defense. It is allowed. We're not allowed to go attack, but we are allowed to defend ourselves and stand our ground. We don't have to just get on our knees and just be.
We don't need to defend ourselves with violence. We have love. We have love, Jack. We don't need violence.
I get it, but even in the Bible, it says there's a time for peace and a time for war. So let's not get confused.
Well, we have the option of choosing peace or war every moment of every day. Just because we had a battle yesterday doesn't mean we have to continue it. And when we remember that all battles are with God, it opens us up to find a way to love our enemy.
Exactly, which is why we, as our generation, we're not trying to destroy and eradicate your stuff. We're just trying to say, hey, if you're trying to hurt us, we're going to stop you from hurting us.
We're trying to eradicate hate,
See
Jack.
what I'm saying?
We want love. We want to eradicate hate. We want to eradicate the damn corporations, Jack. We want to get Jack into the White House.
eradicate corporations. Look, all we
Yeah,
need to
we
do
don't
is
need corporations anymore.
we
They're
just need to put the cap in
they're greedy,
capitalism.
fat
and
capitalist pigs,
we need to
Jack.
put a cap in capitalism.
That's right, Jack. Show the picture.
Right
Hey.
now, capitalism doesn't have a cap. Like you can
Emperor.
extract infinitely, and that's not fair. And it's
Emperor,
destroying our
can you-
society. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you see
Capitalism
the
is
screen?
slavery.
Can you
Yeah, I
see the
see.
screen?
Yeah, I see the screen. I'm
Right.
looking at it.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. It's time to get those who are accountable and responsible. It's time to bring the truth before them. And one way or another, Trump is a way to get before Congress, and Congress is a way to get before Trump. I want to get in front of all of them, and then the other nation
got this for you.
leaders as well.
Jack,
Huh?
you need to form a new, the first galactic Jackpire, the Talcott Empire, for a peaceful and secure society.
All right, this is the first one for you.
About
This is for
me.
you, Jack. Let me see. Did I get the link? Hold on, let me see. I need to make sure I get the link. Let me just make sure.
Jack, what's your issue with Trump? Just asking.
I don't, well, I see him as a man who's got incredible power and position, power of influence and position. What I also see is that he doesn't have a clear mind. He's saying things that are not true. He's doing things that are destructive. And he can represent America a lot better if he became honest. And I am an honest man. I'm pretty decent at telling when someone's lying to me. I put up with it, but I pay attention. And there's plenty of people who've been paying attention to Donald Trump, but nobody seems to have a clear idea on what to do. And I'm like, well, fuck the rules. Let's just find a way to do it. We'll figure it out.
I mean, I do get that and stuff, but I think he's a little bit, because of how he is in his head and stuff. I do believe
Right.
he's a little bit more honest than like the other choices that were available, right?
I mean, I feel like he's more like average. When I say average, you know how some people are like super unaverage, where they're just doing way too much and you know they're up to something. I feel like he's just an average dude that really doesn't like have super knowledge in a lot of these areas, but he has enough to like understand what the hell's going on for the most part. See what I mean? And he's just trying to see like, okay, well, what's gonna be regular without getting me in too much trouble? And I think that's what it is, because there's a lot of talk coming from the right, the left, the middle, people, and like who can you trust in that position where everybody got their agenda? You know what I mean?
Well, this is the thing. We've got to end this nonsense of authority and supremacy and give the authority to what is true. What is true is Donald Trump is a puppet. So's Benjamin Netanyahu. So's Hegseth. So's Gates. So's Musk. They're puppets of many different string pullers, but the innocent people are the ones who are suffering, and these fools are being rewarded with wealth and power and influence. So what does that tell us? It tells us we've got a society that is willing to enable those people who exploit other people. I think we should
So you
have a society
believe that that Israel is the problem? This is what you're saying.
I think these patterns of idealism are the problem. The banking system is behind it all, right? Because this economic system has every nation, neighborhood, company, everyone's competing for supremacy. It's bullshit. But what I know is evil is the murder and continuing forced starvation and genocide of people. Why? Revenge. Because of October 7th, we got to continue destroying infrastructure in homes and denying aid to the people, right? Because there might be some bad ones in there. We got to keep destroying them. And Israel's out of control, being absolutely fed by the United States taxpayers.
Sure, yeah.
So
No, 100%, 100% agreed. But then, in a sense, I mean, I guess Israel has to pull a cox out, like in a sense, like because they, I mean, they're surrounded by the Middle East and
All right, that's
Islam
the
and
other one.
everything.
That's the other one, Jack.
So in a sort of way, they do have to pull their cocks out, but I don't agree with what they're doing at the moment either. 100%, I don't agree, but they have to somehow say that they're still there, and okay, look, they're backed out by America and stuff, but when people pull shit on them, I understand why they retaliate. That's all I can say.
sure. This is the thing though, is the worldly ways, they profit from confusion, keeping the
Yeah.
people confused and bitter and at war with each other. That's how the billionaires are made. That's how slavery happens. It's corrupted. Okay. But what I'm suggesting, it is actually biblical. I believe it's in line with prophecy that we people, those who are with me and willing to connect with me or support this idea, please be with me. Those who are with me, that we become this body of Christ to confront the cruel and the corrupted. Jesus showed us the way to bring peace to the world. The answers have always been here. But we were born into a world.
100%, I 100% agree. But you do realize that Israel has to exist in order. I mean, because okay, if you're Christian, like the entire Jewish faith, let's say, Israel belongs to Israel, right? Can we agree with them or not?
Well, technically, it all belongs to God, but we're not gonna get
Right.
specific about it because the people. Remember, the people are the physical representation. Because as above, so below. Our ideologies are the mental representation, as above, so below, and the spirits that are behind it are the actual representation of what we're going through. The spiritual plane is what exists beyond this physical limit.
It was the promised land, though. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
the promised land.
This is the thing, though. When I was saying idealism is the problem, the emperor was pointing that out too. What I meant, I mean, consider this. What's the difference between an Israeli child, an American child, Palestinian child? What's the difference?
Well, there's a lot of differences. First, the language. That's a huge difference.
A language is not with them until it's given to them. A baby being born.
Okay, you're talking about a fresh baby being born. That you got to be specific when you say that. At birth, yeah, at birth. What's the difference? I get it.
Right. This is the point. Everything beyond that is man-made, whether it's religion, whether it's tradition or custom. It's all man-made. We've got to break beyond what man made and let's unite with what God made.
What God made, but then it's how they're raised as well.
But wait, Jack, if we do that, we have to stop being ourselves for a moment. But we can't stop being ourselves because we're the most important things, Jack. This is what they would argue.
I don't care, because the reality is what is really important is being like Christ. That's
but Jack, we don't like Jesus, Jack. That's what they would say.
Doesn't matter. Let's not worry about what they would say. Let's figure out what we might do, because we've got incredible opportunities here. If people are willing to believe it's true, I know
that part. No, that mustard seed of faith, and our world is a faithless society right now, isn't it? They don't got faith in nothing except evil. They know evil will go down.
No, they believe that. That's where their faith
Yeah,
is.
they'll put their money on it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, cook.
People have been misled. They put their faith in the wrong things. I used to, but I was recognizing this earlier today. It's absolutely true. God will use a non-believer to bring forth evidence and testimony of transformation, and I am that. Spent much of my life ignoring God. And today, well, 7 days a week, I'm talking about my love of God and my faith that it's time to change this world. For God is that. The time and the change in the world, God is everything. So surrender to be with that. Surrender to be with everything in the present.
But half your faith relies on the
Surrender to Jack Zabalba
what
like you
Jews
surrendered
believe
to your
in.
boyfriend.
Let him finish, please. Sorry, welcome back, but let him finish, please. Alba, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that half your faith relies on Jewish beliefs.
No, it relies on my belief, my experience.
No. As in, if we're talking about Bible, like biblical text and stuff,
yeah,
of course,
it was confirmed in a lot of those words. I mean, when I finally see, I avoided looking for Jesus. That was the last place I wanted to find it because Christians pissed me off. I couldn't stand most of them. Anyway, I was judgmental. But everywhere I turned, looking at the evolution of religions, the evolution of consciousness, all these signs of everything, and it all comes back to what Jesus was saying. And the fact is, if you take the stories as true and you take his words as true, then what he was an example of life given to the world to glorify our Father in heaven. I say he did that, right?
Yes. 100%.
Now, his prayer was that we live to glorify God with him. I didn't believe there was a way to do that.
And not yourself, Zabalba. Not yourself.
Right. As with Christ.
Of course. I mean,
remember, Jack. But Jack, see, Zabalba, look, Jack, I really think you can help Zabalba because Zabalba's going through medical issues right now. He's one with the bottle right now, Jack.
Bring this up.
And I think, Jack, I really think you can. No, this is where Jack could help because Jack is an expert in these types of situations, Zabalba. Because me and Mariah, Craig, we want you to live, Zabalba. And we're scared of what you're doing to yourself, Zabalba. Like all the Jamesons, all the Jack Daniels. Like you're it's too much, Zabalba. Like,
those are the homies, though. What you mean? I'm just playing.
Like we want you to live, Zabalba. We want to hold you and spoon you. We don't want to see you drink.
Yeah, but I don't think it's your whatever. Okay, whatever. You shouldn't bring this up on.
Why? But this is where Jack wants to help. He wants to get you out of these dark places. Like, have you not seen that you've lashed out on poor Craig? I mean, Craig's just a muppet, and you're abusing poor Craig because sorry, Jack. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
Jack. I just care about Zabalba. I do. I care about him.
I know you do.
He's like my little Goku. He's my little Asian. You know what I mean?
He's your little bitch. That's the way you're looking at it.
Well, hey, Bulba, I'm glad you're here. And actually, some of what Imperius was saying about me is true. I do want to help. And I dealt with depression and despair. I didn't deal with a lot of medical disability, but I have come to learn and trust in the power of God. Miracles happen. I know that. My own escape from alcoholism, many might say it was a miracle. I mean, the way that I was, it was
Jack used to drink more than you, Zabalba. Jack used to pound the bottle.
I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't want to compare because a disease is a disease, and a bad habit, that's what that is. A bad habit.
Jack, can we ask? Jack, can we ask my? Jack, can we ask my favorite?
Grams in a blunt. I don't know if that's okay. I should be throwing cheese.
Jack, can we ask my favorite beautiful psychologist, Yolanda, to come up here, Jack, and maybe talk to Zabalba? Can we invite her, Jack? Could you invite her and say, come on up? Maybe she I think she wants to, but because I think she could help Zabalba too. Because what Zabalba's got to do is accept himself for being Asian. He doesn't even accept that his girlfriend's Asian, Jack.
I think you're trying to like troll a little bit.
No,
here.
I'm not. I know Zabalba.
Sure.
Come on, please. It's okay. It's okay. There's a path forward, and that's the way. We each have this opportunity, and the topic today is discussing transformation, reforms, and change. Now, the patterns of our lives, the choices we're making, they're symptoms. They're symptoms of the inner story, and not just the inner story, but the inner true nature of how you feel.
Yeah, is the inner story like the shadow that Jung talked about? Would that be like similar, would you think, or no?
Yeah, it's the unobserved parts within us. That's the shadow that Jung was pointing at. And
it's kind of like similar what you're describing though, right? Like you're kind of like, is that, I'm trying to actualize it, Jack. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Is that like something similar?
Carl Jung did an excellent job of kind of painting a picture of how this works. And what I was doing with myself, learning with others, it was this idea of shadow integration. So what does that mean? It means you bring the light of your own awareness into the darkness and you look consciously at you. What have I not yet seen about me? What is holding me back? Where's my root cause of these mindsets? When I was in my state of alcoholism and depression, I didn't recognize it, but I did not have a clear mind. Even when I was sober, I thought I had a clear mind, but it was constantly talking and voicing, right? Narrating all these problems, reminding me of all these things to do. And it was just drove myself nuts.
Jack,
but
Carl Jung was also possessed. That's the problem.
Wow, Jack, he's trying to resist. Jack, listen, you were saying though about, fighting in your mind. Jack, what would you say to someone like Craig who has Muslims on the mind all the time? Like, what would he like all the time, 24 hours a day? He's thinking about Muslims.
He already knows.
Gratitude is the path out of misery. Gratitude is the path out of hell. The only way you can find gratitude is to accept reality, and reality includes not only your limitations, but also your abilities. And what I found real helpful at looking at a problem, a real problem that might be outside of my ability, there's someone else who's aware of the problem and they're working towards solving the problem, right? Non-violently. And those are the ones I want to support. I really want to support those people who want to help other people.
Jack, I'd like to also say a prayer right now for all the people in the world that are going through heat issues, Jack. There's a lot of people dying in the heat world right now, Jack. It's like 98 down here with like 97% humidity, Jack. I might die today. If you don't see me anytime soon, Jack, I think, in France and England, people are dying, Jack. It's a sick world we're living in. Jack, and all these things could be solved if we just made air conditioners, but we're not doing that because we're building missiles, Jack, instead of air conditioners. I want a campaign called Air Conditioners, Not Bombs. What do you think about that, Jack? That's a great fucking message, right? Air conditioners, not bombs.
Well,
yeah, for the Middle East only, though, because, it's hot out there. It's nothing but sun. So I get that. But here in America, we got shade. So, we might need missiles to, blow shit up from time to time. You know how we like to have our explosives. I mean, look at the first of the year. We blow shit up all day and all night. And then on the 4th of July, we blow some more shit up all day and all night. So it's tradition.
Yeah,
blow
blowing
shit
shit up
up.
doesn't sound like love, Jack. That doesn't sound like love to me. It's very hurtful.
It is love. Look, if you're blowing shit up for the right reason, then it's love, man.
You're also the same guy that said fighting is justified for the right reasons, right?
I said defending ourselves is fine. So if somebody runs up on you, Allah Akbar, and then you pop their ass, right? That's their fault. They was trying to blow you up. They was trying to kill you or something crazy. This is what I'm pointing out. Just like randomly, if somebody runs up on you, give me all your money, and they have a gun, and you shoot them, it's their fault. They ran up on you with a gun.
See, this is the problem of our society is people focus on those type of scenarios.
Cocaine is sick thoughts.
I'm just saying that's the only scenario you would need to defend yourself.
He was
If they're
talking
not
about
trying to
cocaine
impose
earlier, and
on
now
you-
he's talking about sick thoughts.
I don't know what you're
Cocaine
talking
and
about.
sick thoughts.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. All you do is run your mouth a lot. It's okay. But if you're not hurting in somebody, you're not trying to push your ideas on them, why would they need to defend themselves? This is the question I'm asking. It's a legitimate question.
Hold on a minute. No, your question is absolutely illogical because
What?
you were
No,
just,
what do you
as
mean?
I understood you, you're trying to justify violence because someone is pushing their beliefs on you. Is that what you said?
I'm saying if somebody is pushing on you, coercing you, utilizing threats or violence, or trying to tell you if you don't choose this, then this happens to you. How are you not allowed to defend yourself? Is what I'm asking. When is the line? Where's the line for
Turn the
defending
other
yourself?
cheek, Jack. Turn the other cheek. Tell him. Tell him to turn the other cheek.
Right, that's what Jesus said. And if you kind of look in the direction
That's
where
for your
I'm really
brother, though,
trying,
right?
What'd you say?
You turn the other cheek for your brother, not your enemy. What?
You're clearly not very interested in what I'm trying to point at. I thought you
Jack,
said
this
you
guy's trying,
were.
he's trying to fuck around, Jack.
No, I'm
here,
actually trying to get an understanding of
I know,
how you're
but
trying to present it,
you're
because
talking
we're
the
talking
whole
about
time.
the enemy.
Emperor,
Go ahead.
please pause. Okay? I'm getting a little frustrated here because I'm getting what I don't understand why I'm getting more criticism from Yolanda, but she's continuing to justify her. What was it? What was she said that claims I have a Messiah complex, and it gets confusing and complicated. Maybe to you, but I'm happy to try and work through any confusion, right? Because the other thing was, what was it? If someone cannot be questioned or corrected because they claim God is speaking through them, that's no longer an invitation to dialogue. It's a claim to unquestionable authority. Now, as you're presenting it, the answer to your question is, yeah, that's a claim to unquestionable authority, but your question is already preloaded with an insinuation and an accusation against me, Yolanda. So I'm really trying to understand. And then while up here, I'm also trying to bring the conversation to the idea that solutions are waiting for us, guys. We just got to do it. We're so close. It's right here.
Jack, a clinician, would it be, Jack, a clinician like Yolanda shouldn't be diagnosing people in public and things like that, Jack. That's not very professional.
Well, it's a resistance. Her ego is resistant to what I'm saying, just like many others are.
Because she's got a lot of guys that want to bang her, Jack. It's because she's got a lot of guys, including me, that want to bang her. That's why. She's got a lot of confidence. I get it.
Please. It's similar to what Emperor was saying, though, about defending beliefs. Guys, we've got to chill out. Make sure we understand what we're arguing against. Personhood over dogma, thank you for the contribution. Yerf Dogs has a show on Finding Gnosis coming up Sunday. I will mod. Please check that out. He takes on some dark characters in cyberspace, and presentation should be interesting. I don't know much about Yerf Dogs, but please, you're welcome to drop the link. And thank you.
Jack, I just want to say, I'm going to bring it back to love. I love you, Jack. I just want to say that right now. I'm tired of all this negativity on the panel today, Jack. We're having a rough day, but you know, it's Thursday, Jack. We got one more day. We got to be positive about that, right? One more day, Jack. And you know, why can't we focus on the positive things, like good times and noodle salad, Jack? You know?
Well, let's really focus on what is positive, and that's God's goodness in life. And in life today, we are relatively at peace, relatively happy, relatively comfortable. And there's others who are a lot better off and a lot worse off. I really do want to catch the attention of those people who are a lot better off than you and I, so that maybe we can do something about those who are a lot worse off than you and I. I think a great place to start would be with the nation state, the imperialistic headquarters of Washington, D.C. Anyone want to try and help me get connected with that idea?
Well, I don't know if my web has brought me all the way back to Washington yet, but I think, which is why I sent you those links in the back chat, these two actually angle on removing a lot of the what is it that I'm trying, like, if
Jack,
there's
I have an idea of how you could. Jack, I have an idea of how you could of how you could get in contact. Like, Jack, you know what you got to do. What we got to do here. See, it starts from the power of the community and chat. We got to get Jack dating a celebrity. If Jack did, because then the thing is then Jack, if he dated
well,
one,
there's Rosie.
the media would be on Jack. Oh, no, hold on,
Rosie
shut up,
O'Donnell.
listen to me. I'm serious. Shut up, I'm serious. If Jack was dating a celebrity, dude, the media would be on him. He would have access to that kind of influence all the time. That's what I'm talking about.
Or would he let it corrupt
Access
him?
to the media.
Ooh.
We need access to the media. We need access to information for Jack. That's the big issue here. We're trying to
I don't
figure
know
out
how Job Jack is, man. You think you can handle that pressure? A lot of pressure, Jack.
The Emperor, you don't know me.
I'm just
Please
asking. I was teasing a little bit, just asking, you know, playfully. I'm not trying to hurt no feelings or nothing, man. Like, I still want to be like having a, you know, some fun. But my main question still is, if we're looking at what
Hold on before you move on. Hold on before you move on. See, part of your confusion about me is maybe you're asking questions without waiting for answers. And as I was going to answer you and caution you, please don't underestimate me. Many have made that mistake. This live without fear, I'm quite confident, is a message from God. I'm not the only one who should be practicing this, understanding this. There's others who are explaining it and teaching it in their own ways, but it all comes back to what Jesus said. So
but you should be fearing God.
You fear that which you don't understand, that which you feel.
Well, the fear of God is one of the main things.
That's what the church has taught children to believe. So please, as an adult, see the other side of that.
Okay.
See, we fear what we feel separated from, feel less than, right? And that's why the religions, to keep the authority going in the churches and the states, they taught children to be afraid and to obey, right? And then they bring hellfire and punishment in this equation. No, guys, what Jesus was teaching is that all of us are intended to have a personal, intimate, loving relationship with our Father, just as he had an intimate, loving, knowing relationship with our Father. We're different times and different life paths, but we're still the same design, and the order is love.
But the fear of God is quite important in a sense.
It has.
Wouldn't you agree?
Now, I agree with you, Jack. You're making a lot of sense. And like me, I'm not going to defy the teachings of Jesus. But I will defy how people apply the teachings of Jesus, because I believe there's a certain way and a certain outcome you should have if you apply it correctly. And some of us are saying we're applying it, but not actually applying it, which is why their lives aren't turning out the way it should turn out. So the fruits is what really shows, right?
Well, yes. And this is what I realized a long time ago. Had Christianity really created followers of Christ, we would not have nations at war with each other. We would not have corrupted government officials. We would not have a media that's selling us lies and shitty products in its advertising, right? Where's the values? Where's the standards of this land? Not with God.
Jack, it's true. We're eating poison in all our food. There's pornography everywhere, diseases everywhere, war going on, Jack. It's a fallen world, and it's because of people like the Emperor. He doesn't get it's love we need, Jack. Love.
It really is. It sounds so cheesy, but love is the answer. Love overcomes fear. And something I heard recently, and it's something I ended up doing, so I know it's possible. For those who are dealing with depression and low self-worth, guess what? You can turn self-hate into divine love. And I tell you what, you turn self-hate, you get rid of your guilt and shame, and you start loving yourself for God, and you'll experience it. Just follow the way of Jesus, the way he said. Trust in God, which is present.
Jack, I love
with
so
you.
many people in the chat, Jack. I love Emily so much. I love DeFreak. DeFreak is one of my great loves of my life. Mariah is a great love of mine. There's other people. But Jack, I'm just saying, like, we need love, Jack. I mean, Trexty, she's a love.
What's love?
Jack, the Emperor is trying. See, he's trying to restrict love, Jack. I'm trying to
I
express
asked a question.
love.
I said, "What's love?"
Love.
What are
Love
you
is what Jack.
expressing?
Love is
love?
Jack. Love is what Jack is talking about.
Okay, fine, whatever, fine. Your definition of love doesn't matter. Jack, what is love?
Wow, Jack, look at that. That's not love right there.
He
Jack.
doesn't know. He doesn't know because he's saying your definition. So now I got to go to you, Jack. What is love?
Love is the power and force of life. It's God. God is love. But God's not limited to love, because it's also in the truth. See, and I think this is what the Holy Trinity is actually about. God, the ultimate Father, is the truth. You can know God in the truth, but only the honest will find the truth. And then the path to know the truth, the greatest truth, it's with an elevated mindset, with thoughts on love. Love brings forth the heavenly ideas, and it brings it into the form. So I think the real Trinity is God is the one. There is only one God, and it is with God that all else is. So through God's oneness, it reveals and manifests multiplicity. And so in this multiplicity, the three-dimensional reality we experience time within, the real Trinity of God that is with you and with everything. It is the truth, it is love, and it is the form. The form is one part of the thing.
Define love.
Jack's defining it right now, but he's telling you. He's being love right now.
Imperial, shut up for 1 sec. Define love, though.
Well, it's really impossible to do, because love has no clear definition. Love is more like a flavor. It's got different variations and forms, but how do you explain a flavor? You know, it's we can do our best, but that's actually the same thing I found about God. God is this experience that you can't really explain, but you can know it. You can understand it.
Jack. The Bulba can taste my flavor if he kisses his mom later.
Stop, golly jeez, man.
No, I think that like real love and stuff. It's all about forgiveness and reconciliation. In a sense, that's what real love is about, you know. And this is what love truly means: is that you're able to forgive people and reconciliate with them. That's like offering like a true version of love.
Hey, I love this from DeFreak. Love is the only thing that could allow everything else. Love is a relationship. It really is. And it comes in different energies and frequencies, and but love really is what life is
Love is
about.
just love, man. You know it when you know it. It's just one of those things, Jack, you know?
What I started looking for to better understand love is what is not love.
Actually, can I tell you what love is? Because it does have a definition. It's very beautiful.
Please.
It's mentioned all over the Bible, and love is more of an action. It's not necessarily a feeling, like emotion, because you can feel emotions for somebody that you love. So love and emotions happen at the same time. So love's not an emotion. A lot of people got this messed up. It is what it is.
Right. It's not an emotion. It's a state, an energy.
It's a state of being, yeah. And here's the cool thing about it. It's more of a frequency, and it's more of a theology. Love is like a theology. So check this out. When you love somebody, there's 4 things here. All right. 25. I like to work in 25%, you know, because you can get 100 when you do 4. You can chop that to 3 and do all kinds of cool math. So you have 4 things here that make up love. And without them all, love, you can't get it, because it's very necessary. First, you got forgiveness. What does God do? Right? He forgives us. That's the first part. Okay?
Yeah.
What's the second part? He has mercy.
I
Snap.
forgive you for reading
Hold on,
over
forgiveness
Jack's
and
super
mercy go
chat.
hand in hand, though. That's like forgive and forget type stuff right there. That's hard. That's hard. That's almost impossible for any human. Just those
It's
two
not.
alone. No, I say almost impossible, because you got to think about what's in the human's heart. Why did he flood the world? Because in our heart is nothing but evil, vanity, and all kinds of stuff. And this is our human, our physical nature. We're still animalistic, and that's fine. It happens. I mean, birds like shiny things too. So we have to have our charity. Charity means you have to give it and never expect it in return. Ooh, that burns. That means no matter how much you did for that person, no matter how hard you went for them, if they spit in your face, you got to take the L because you love them. Yeah, that's what makes it selfless, because you're not getting nothing back. Charity is very important when it comes to love. And the last one is grace.
Jack, this guy's
If
being
you don't
selfish.
give
He's not
people
looking
their
at the
grace
screen, Jack.
to make their
He's not looking at the
mistakes, you
screen.
made mistakes. No, check it. You've made your own mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Give other people grace, because you know you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're trying to be. So if you have those 4 things, you have true love. That's how you love your neighbor. They made their mistakes, even if they crossed you, you forgave them, whatever. I'm not trying to get revenge, but what?
Emperor?
You know? Go ahead.
I'm wondering if others can participate in this conversation with you.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just defining love. That's all.
I know. Thank you.
Jack,
And
forgive
you
him.
brought all these-
Jack, forgive him with love, because he's not used to being out of his ball gag. So
No,
you
it's
gotta
okay.
understand, this is a very exciting time for him.
No, that's not even it. I was just connecting them and showing you the examples of how each thing I just said is true. I just gave you the truth. And you could defy it, or you could give your opinion or agree, whatever.
Can I please have the floor, please? Thank you. I appreciate that, because I want to really recognize the other folks who are participating here. Objective Ethics, thank you for that contribution. And love, I agree, is the energy that drives us to self-respect and respect for those with whom we choose to share this energy, this love. The energy that drives us to self-respect. And along those lines, let me also give a shout out. This is in the, actually, let me do this. This is in the linked or in the video description as well. But as you can see, next week I will be with Objective Ethics. He's hosting conversations, and I do look forward to that, my brother. Thank you very much for that. And then there was one more, just real briefly, I think. My dear Trexty, blessings to you, my friend, and love is wishing Jack an almost happy birthday by sending him super chats because he is a terrible grifter that never asks for donos. Show that love, Imperious. I think she's calling you out, brother.
I know she is, but I do so. I give Jack super chats. That's horrible for her to accuse me of that, Jack. That's
No,
Jack. I think Trexie's a good love, though. I love her. I love her. She's just beautiful, Jack. I love her every night. Jack,
she's helped me. She's helped me learn.
Jack, she's helped me learn a lot too. Jack, do you think though I'm confused a lot with the panelists today, Jack. We've got a guy up here who's talking about love, but also talking about fighting people and things like that. We've got a man talking about trying to understand logic when he's had 18 bottles today, Jack. I don't. What's going on today, Jack? Like, this is today a full moon? Do we have a full moon today, Jack? What's going on?
Last night. Yeah, last night was a full moon.
I think you're right. We're on it's like on the come down of that or something, Jack.
I understand it affects us for a few days right around there, and the idea of this full moon is shining light onto that which was in the darkness, so bringing the subconscious.
Yeah, can I shine a light on something though?
Please.
Well, I think we need to talk about Lawrence too. I mean, do you know Lawrence, Jack? Any chance?
Glenn?
In the chat?
Oh,
well,
no.
Lawrence is an interesting character. He's a funny cat.
Yeah. This guy, yes.
Yeah, Lawrence is a funny cat. Like, if you notice, Lawrence, Jack, Lawrence is on the limp wristed side, right? He's Oh, well, no, but what I was saying was that, do you think we need to hook him up with the Emperor? Because I think that would maybe help both. Like Lawrence has been on a tear lately, being angry, and the Emperor just seems full of energy. And I'm thinking we could be a matchmakers here, Jack. What do you think?
Let's just allow. Hey, Yolanda, please. I'm inviting you, dear. You really should join the link. Click the link and join, or maybe reach out to
Yolanda,
me.
come up here.
Well, I'm not sure why it seems right for Yolanda to join the others who want to be critics of me instead of supportive of me and making these claims that I'm happy to discuss anything that you don't understand. I mean, the things I'm talking about, I can explain, but everyone's objections to me, well, I do my best to overcome those.
I'm in the same boat as you, Jack.
This is God's.
Jack, maybe it's not you. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not feeling well. It could be that week. You know what I mean? She's usually very nice. I don't understand the aggression with her today, Jack. She's usually a caring soul.
I know she is, but it's gone back and forth towards me with her. But she's not alone. There's many others, and it's part of life. I get it. But the thing is if people would stop trying to prove me wrong, just play along like it's a good idea to try and end the wars. I mean, we could find people that are better than me to do it, I'm sure, but I just think it's something that we should try and do. Seems to me that this makes sense regarding the past prophecies, not just from the Bible, but from other traditions as well. We're at this time of development and change where mankind is waking up. God allowed me to awaken.
Like Shiva and Vishnu, Jack? Are you talking like Vishnu and Shiva and all them too, Jack?
I'm not as familiar with prophecies of those, but I understand from Tibetan tradition, Hopi tradition, the biblical traditions, and maybe even others, that there's all these stories about a great return, a return to sanity to overcome the corruption so that a new world of life and health is reborn. And it makes sense too, in the individual development of a child into something more mature. In a way, that's what humanity is, right? We're children of God, but we didn't know what we had. And so we got these powerful minds and incredible bodies that can feel and sense and imagine. And we just sell our time to go get a job, just a job that's good enough to pay the bills. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that being a wage slave, Jack. Fuck being stuck in a cubicle, Jack. Fuck this shit.
I am so sick of this idea of mankind having to pay for everything just to live a decent life. And that's where we've got it. The true freedom is hidden behind paywalls. The true knowledge that'll change your life, it's typically held behind paywalls as well, right? Innovations.
And I agree with you.
Patents. Huh?
I agree with you. And the sad thing is that the people are under the impression that this is not allowed. We're not allowed to be free. But if we did, a lot of people would make horrible decisions anyway. That's what's sad about it. That's why Jesus had to be sacrificed, because he was going naturally where, the temptation. It's really hard. A lot of people just go for it. Is there a thought behind, like, oh, she's hot? Yeah. Is there really a thought, or is your brain just leaving your body? Like, there's a lot going on. And then we can call it mental disorder. We can call it a lot of different diagnoses, right? Sex addiction, this, that, and the other. There could be a lot of different things that fall into food addiction, right? That's gluttony, sloth, greed. There's so many different ways. Pride, we have those are the principalities we're battling. It's a mindset. And that's why repenting means change your mind. What? Mind? Oh my God, it's mind over matter. Oh my God, it's the mind. Like, people are crazy.
Hey, my friend, and thank you for that, because that's exactly right in line with the topic. Lives transform, right? Lives can transform through reforms and change. It can be an individual level,
Amen.
a group level. I think that's what God's plan is, right? To reveal the change.
Transform through Jack and love. Transform through Jack and love, man.
No, it's with God. It's not me. I'm pointing
All glory
everyone.
to the Most High, right?
Yep. And the way is Jesus. That's what I'm saying, right? It doesn't have to be Christianity, but his way is the way. And his way is fearless faith, fearless love. No fucking excuses for him. He's like, no, man. Follow me, he said. I'm saying join me in following him. Let's
Join
unite
Jack.
together. Let's unite together.
Fuck yeah, Jack.
Seriously.
This kind of shit makes me, Jack. This kind of shit makes me so fucking hard. Yeah, I love when you get on these positive rants, Jack. I feel fucking empowered. Like I want to go out and change the fucking world.
Imperious, you're a sick fuck.
No. He's on the right path. Let's change this world.
No, I
Believe
said
it.
saying he gets hard over this shit. Holy shit, Imperious, you sick-minded fuck.
Yeah, he's being sarcastic, but yeah, we all know him.
In metaphor, Jack. I'm I have this energy burst inside me from my loins, and I just want to spread it to the world.
Bring it up into your heart. That growing energy, bring it up into your heart, and you can cascade that into your mind, and you might find a brain orgasm, dude. This stuff happens. The body.
It's like a tantric orgasm, Jack. Jack, could you imagine what we could sell here, Jack? What if we could force our minds to just orgasm through, like Jack, like you're our teacher, Jack?
The world would be pretty sticky if that was the case.
Yeah. No, but it's an orgasm in the mind through love. Like, and imagine if you felt like that all the time and like had orgasmic
That's what
minds.
that's what heaven is. That's why you're always praising God. I'm done.
Well, guys, it's true. I'm confident that based on my past experience and my education, that God is using me to help all of us, right? We're all in this together. I'm a piece of you. We're in this piece together. That's all that we are.
Jack,
But
can I
I'm
ask you a
confident God is
question?
using me. Go ahead.
Jack, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
I see a gentleman. I believe his name is Steven in the chat. Jack, the guy. I believe he's in your chat. Jack, do you mind if I get my Mossberg 590 and some 7.5 bird shot for him? Because I'm tired of that raven fucking flying around in here, Jack. I'm really tired of it. He's just crowing, shitting on everyone. He's a shit bird.
What would
Jack.
Jesus do?
He's flying. Jack, he's flying in low, shitting on everybody.
I don't think that's Stephen, actually, to be honest. Hey, I'm going to bring a guest up, and I am going to ask all the gentlemen here to please be respectful and on your best behavior. So welcome back, Emily. How are you, my friend?
Oh, sorry.
Well, you're
Sorry, I'm
muted.
muted.
Hello, Emily.
doing?
Nice to meet you. I'm the Emperor.
Nice to meet
Good
you as well.
vibes.
Welcome, Emily. Any thoughts as you're joining?
Yep, just wanted to pop in real briefly. My Wi-Fi might be kind of bad, but there's something tying into legal secrets that's going on right now. So, and it's very strange. Google is actually applying for like this. They're quietly applying for an EPA permit to release 64 million bacteria-infected mosquitoes into Florida and California over the next couple of years, and nobody's talking about it. And it's the largest open-air biological experiment in our history, run by a tech company who are not a public health agency. So this is the kind of weird stuff that people don't even know is going on.
That's not new. They've been discussing that for the last couple of years.
Oh.
It's called flying vaccine.
Why is it a talking point in the first place? What?
Well, hang on. The EPA
No,
permit is being done under the radar, and you know they haven't been releasing them yet. This new wave of them into Florida, Texas, and California, and so we don't really know what this stuff is. So it is there is something new to this new thing. The permit.
He's like my little Jack. He's like my little liberal like bunny rabbit, huh? But she's so cute, Jack. Like, Jack? Emily, is there anything that I could do to help with that? That would help. No. But Jack, I want to help
I'll wait
Emily.
till the Hard Muffin show is over, and then I'll maybe continue trying to actually talk about something.
Emily, we'll let you talk about it whatever you want. You go ahead, sweetheart.
So anyway, just
this
the point
corruption.
being that people don't know what's going on.
I agree. And the thing is many of the corporations and governments can say, well, it's publicly available. You can see it here, and it's in the rules here, and it was cited here. But we've got a broken system, and this system it's protecting corporations more than people. And our governments and corporations, especially here in the United States, have been experimenting on the public constantly throughout time.
Remember the Tuskegee syphilis experiments, Jack, with the blacks? They put all the syphilis in all the black people.
One of many examples. And so you got to recognize, too, with the development of AI, our friend Guru was talking about that recently. It's a new development of a conscious entity here on Earth, and we've got people still living in subconscious thinking.
Yep.
The point
there
is
something.
Go ahead, please. No,
I was just going to say there is some stuff. I'm going to put something together on this because there is an environmental impact. It's called an EIP. It's something we can request. So it's an example of requesting transparency. So, and we need to get some of this stuff stopped. The data centers, we just had Trump telling us that we can't do anything about them. That's a lie. And it's one thing to see people making art about it and talking about it, but there really are some steps we can take to do stuff about some of this. They're going to kill us. We have to stop them. So that's all I popped in to say. And even you, Imperious,
All right,
everybody.
Can
have
I
a good
ask you a question,
Bye-bye.
Emily, before you go?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sweet. So I did a show last night about let me see if I still have my topic here. It's called Is This a War Against America? Gaslighting society against itself, or a lack of critical thinking? This is what I'm trying to figure out as far as America goes, because I put the topic in the back, Jack, if you want to read it. But that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm doing a part 2 of it today, and I was showing how there are many different devices that are geared towards taking our society down. Okay, I'm talking about different countries. I'm talking about different ideologies. I'm talking there. How many hundreds of ideologies and countries do we have against us? Is it like the world against us? Is it America against the world? And the only person that really says, you know what, America is cool, is Israel. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary.
Jack, what is this diatribe?
I'd like to answer that real quick. Since he asked me, I'll just real quick try to answer you. Basically, what we see ourselves as and what's actually going on behind the scenes are not the same things, whether you're left or right. So, you know, what left-wing people want to see America as and what super right-wing people want to see America as, there's really something going on behind the scenes. We need to unite. We need to, you know, while we're distracted by all this bullshit, the real life and death stuff is occurring. And, you know, critical thinking is at the core of that. That's not taught in school for a reason. And, you know, ironically enough, Thomas Massey, you brought him up a while back, Jack, and Marjorie Taylor Greene, these people that have broken off from both the right and left are becoming some of the most badass activists out there. And I've been watching Marjorie Taylor Greene a lot. Real proud of her, real proud of people that stand against their own party because they have a movement of the heart and they know that they don't want to be a part of something that's terrible. So keep your eyes on those people.
Do you believe it?
Jack, can I ask Emily something before she goes, Jack, please?
Nope. See you later, Imperious.
No, Emily, please.
Bye-bye.
Please.
He's all, baby, come back.
You asked the wrong person. You asked the wrong person. You had to ask her. But lesson
Jack,
learned.
my heart's
Oh,
Jack,
man.
Jack, my heart's broken, Jack.
She's fun. That's a lightning bolt. When she walks into a room, I bet.
Whenever she walks in, if she comes in here, a lightning bolt goes down to my groin. I can't help it.
Marjorie Taylor Greene is not going to save you.
What about Marjorie Greene?
I want Yolanda to save me too. Yolanda and Emily can say. I was going to ask her, Jack. I would do any, Jack. You know what Emily could do to recruit? Dude, just have like a reality show. Say, whoever can do the most stuff to save the planet for me, I'll date. And that would be like, honestly, you'd have like so many men trying to do everything to save the world, Jack. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if women were into heroes, the world would be a better place. But they like the villains. Man, but this is the thing,
That's
though.
why they
I'm
like
not
me,
even
Jack.
mad at
That's why
women.
Emily likes me. That's why Yolanda
And I'll
likes me.
tell you why I'm not mad at
Mariah.
women. And Jack, this is especially for you too. Because in the beginning, right, when we were in the garden, like, women got convinced to eat the fruit. And then they became enlightened, right, by the knowledge of good and evil. Now they had a choice here. As a woman, Eve had a choice. Either I can go to God, repent, right, because she knew better, or I can give it to my husband. She knew. Now him, Adam, not knowing, because he doesn't know what's going to happen. He's watching, waiting to see if she's going to fall over dead. But all he knows is if you eat it, you're going to die, right? That's all Adam knows. But she didn't die right away. But that's how poison works. It kills you slower. Isn't it? Can't be mad at women.
Well, what I suggest is that the way we're designed and the way men want to believe is that we're the dominant creature, and we are because of strength and size. So what is real is the women and children, they depend on men to be righteous. Now, whether they go for the hero or not, well, we've got a world where it seems brain damage might have been passed down, right?
You are cooking right now. Go ahead, stir the pot, man.
Jack, do you think that
Well-
one day, Jack, do you think through love one day DeFreak and Jeeps might get together? They were kind of like getting close in a relationship too. Jack.
You know what? I hope there are many budding romantic and friendly relationships from the community that we create. I hope there's a lot of fun and love together.
Yeah. I hope we can get all of our signatures on one document someday. You know what I mean? Trying to push some legislation. Right.
It's actually already happening.
That's the goal.
It's already happening.
All right, but what
Yeah,
legislation are they pushing though? Because
Let me hear from, please. I'm sorry, Goblin. You've been here a while, and I thought I saw you say something about that in chat. Please share what you're talking about.
Well, the fact of the matter is your goals are already being achieved, and I don't know why you have not pursued them. It's called United States
Please
Foundation.
tell me more. I'm not sure what you're
It's called
talking.
United States Foundation. There's already treaties and everything happening.
Okay.
They've already been saving people. They've already been filing suits. So that's just what it is.
Jack, I like wearing a suit. Suits are nice sometimes.
He knows exactly
Okay,
what I'm
so-
talking about because I've had this discussion with him already.
You've had this discussion with me?
Yeah. I
Jack
have.
doesn't know you.
No, Jack doesn't know me. I talk to him almost every day outside of
Well-
this platform.
Here's the thing. What makes you think I'm going to get success by reaching out to them? Do you know someone there? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
And I think that you will reach success because they have the same objectives as you.
Okay. Well, brother,
And they're
please.
actually doing it.
What could help me the most, as I've been trying to be very clear about, is maybe a warm introduction. I'm knocking on doors. I'm filling out contact forms. I'm sending emails. I'm not getting a lot of calls. So I asked you, if you know someone, help with a warm introduction, please. It'd be greatly appreciated.
I actually somewhat already have, but the
That's
fact of
a
the matter
good
is
idea.
you're a grown man and I'm not going to fill out your application, sir.
It's not a fill out the application. If you know somebody, you be like, hey, yo, here's my friend. Shake hands.
I've
real
already
quick.
answered his question.
Hey, Goblin,
Jack, this guy seems hostile, Jack.
he is. He's an angry
I'm
little
not
man.
hostile.
No, you're an angry
He's an
man.
angry little dwarf man.
It's
And you're a
it's
coward,
fine.
Imperious. What's your point?
Well, let's
Yeah,
not
he's acting
use
patient.
the name.
But I'm
Let's-
actually actively doing shit in the background, and you motherfuckers are just talking about it.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, you're
actually,
fluffing men on. Yeah, you're fluffing
that's
men on
not
scenes.
necessarily true. All right,
I'm-
we are doing stuff in the background. Jack, you can see it. I sent it to you. The 2 links I did, we're doing this. You're knocking on doors like we're actually doing this. So hey, don't lose touch with me, Jack. We'll
Jack,
do
don't let that guy bring you down, Jack. That guy's a sick
I'm
fuck.
not. I'm not. And actually, this is what he's talking about, this U.S. Foundation. I don't remember him telling me to go to this website before, but oh no, I did start looking at this, and their questionnaire and shit, it was taking me too long. I got bored with it, and so I chose something else with my time, if I remember right. Because lots of people tell me to go to different websites. I mean, in the description every day, I'm promoting the websites I found, right?
Yeah.
Veterans for Peace, World Beyond War, Code Pink, Food Not Bombs, the Schiller Institute. There's so many organizations that are working towards this peace. I'm not connected to anybody except who I find. So, hey, Dick, welcome to you, brother.
I'm sorry. That was funny the way you said it. It was just funny. Dick, that's funny.
Goblin,
Sorry.
please give me a call later. Hey, I threw Goblin out. He didn't leave, but I don't want to deal with bitterness. But if you want to give me a call later, you're welcome to, Goblin. Right? We can discuss what you're talking about, maybe. Because the reality is, well, this is the goal I found for myself. Once I discovered Veterans for Peace back in 2019, I decided, well, There's got to be a way. Because I'd already started finding peace, finding faith in God. And then once I saw the facts, the return, right, you start giving yourself more, giving more of your problems and your worries away to God, and it frees your heart so that you feel more alive. And if more people were living with life instead of debts and burdens and trauma, God, this world would be so amazing. And not would be, it will be, because it's happening. We are here to bring forth the new kingdom that was prophesied, guys. Not one
Amen
where
to
the
that.
king, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
man. They're like, what are you the emperor of? Like, here's the thing, GKE, when I originally came up with that, it means God's kingdom is everywhere. That's what it always meant. But I had to make it workable. I had to make it into something that meant company so people could understand it. But there's a deeper underlying meaning in all of the different symbolism I use on my channel. All that stuff, it'll knock demons out of your body. That's why can't nobody stand watching it. Just looking at the screen will make you be like, whoa, it'll chase you out. Like, it will. It's built that way.
So there's
Only the righteous will be able to come to my channel because they're going to help me make things better, not worse.
So there's no place that God's kingdom is not.
It's everywhere. Yeah. God's kingdom is everywhere. Remember, Jesus, when he came down, he said, the kingdom is nigh. It's here. It's here.
Yeah, but he didn't say it was everywhere. He said it was here.
Exactly. And where is it? If you can't see it physically, it's here. It's everywhere. And if it's in you and it's in me and it's in all of us, aren't we everywhere? Come on, bro. Like, you're not putting two and two together.
Usually if somebody says that, it pertains to where they are. They're saying like it's here.
Exactly. And we're everywhere.
It's in the midst of us, or it's
We're even in Alaska. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
pretend-
We everywhere. Go ahead, Jack, cook it.
So I'm in Alaska
Hey.
right now.
Please. This is the
it
kingdom
true,
of
Jack?
heaven, the here and now. Yes. And Kenny's question, what I'm pointing at, the fulfillment of prophecy, yes. I'm saying it could easily be described as the second coming of Jesus and Judgment Day. On the day of judgment, God will rule, right? And what is God going to use? Opinions? Fuck no. God's going to go to the truth. People will be judged by the truth. And when mankind unites and collectively says, hey, no more secrets and lies, we'll know the truth. And when the truth is set free, well, then we can figure out what to do with the corrupted and the cruel who have been misleading mankind into following the ways of destruction instead of life. So what I believe my interpretation of this second coming is the fulfillment of the prayer of Jesus, that all of us live as one with the Father and him as he lived with the Father and us, right?
Yeah, to add on to that, Jesus
It's
doesn't
the
want any of us to
realization,
die at all. He doesn't want any of us to die. He wants all of us to come. All of us. He prays that
Plus,
all of us come. It's a
I
choice.
always wanted to go to Alaska, so that's cool that I'm there.
You
I feel
can be
I'm
there.
not fully experiencing it, but it's
Jack, I heard in Alaska
wait a
they have
minute.
the
Wait, let me
Jack.
make sure I understand though, Jack. Are you saying I need to go out of body? Like, how do I be in Alaska while I'm here? I'm just trying to understand. I'm confused.
Jack, isn't Alaska where they have the Aurora Borealis?
Yeah, I saw that.
They have that in Detroit too, and New York. You guys can see it now. If you
We've
just
been
look up in the middle of the night.
It's been going as far south as Florida, and that's a sign of changes, right?
Yeah, and the moon and the stars and the sky, the sun, yeah, all of it. Remember how many eclipses did we have? And then what? That's crazy, man. In like 7-8 years, we've had like too many eclipses, man. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 in the last 10 years, 20 years. How many eclipses? Because I remember there was some in 2008, 9 or some shit. Like the eclipses were going on. So that's pretty crazy.
Jack doesn't look happy, bro.
No, I see some
Well,
concern.
I was remembering Dick's question too, which didn't get addressed. And
Thank you, Jack.
for you to experience Alaska, the wonderful thing is you've been given everything you need in this lifetime for you to experience Alaska. So if you can envision it, you can kind of imagine yourself there, then you might just see yourself traveling to Alaska.
Jack, why is Jeeps mad at me? She's usually very sweet.
I don't know.
She's all
Jeeps
mad.
It's okay. Don't assume. She might just be lashing out a little bit. Not mad, but no.
That was beautiful,
And Dick,
Jack.
I don't know if I answered what you were saying, but
I'm in Alaska right now at a rainbow gathering with a beautiful woman. It's just amazing.
Nah, Mom Dami's more of a Trojan horse than Trump is. I'll give you that.
We're dancing to folk music. It's crazy. Yeah, the Mandami thing. Boy,
That's a Trojan horse, bro.
Yeah, let's do that.
I don't even think it's a Trojan horse. It's like that's just a horse wearing a Trojan ready to somebody. Ah, damn. No, seriously.
It's funny. Man.
Our country, it's at war, like literally against the world. This is the third world.
We don't have to be though. That's what Jack's saying. If you have love, you don't have to be at war.
But if they're trying to,
You gotta
if they're
listen to
trying
what
to
Jack's
take
saying.
over,
I
if they're
listen.
trying to take over our country, though, right? And they
It's
want
happened.
Sharia law
It's already
here.
happened. It's already
Exactly.
happened. Don't worry about the Muslims. Don't worry about the Muslims. The greedy and the corrupted are already there. So let's face what we've got, guys.
I
We
get
have
it.
this
Okay,
lifetime.
go ahead. You got it.
Well, I don't mean to cut you off, but
Because I just want to ask this question. So when the greedy and the corrupt buddy up with the Muslims, right? Do we have a bigger problem? Because now they're coming for Christians specifically. Because we profess Jesus. And now there's a choice we have to make.
oh my God.
It's happening all over the world. They've done it to Iran. They've done it to Egypt. They've done it to a lot of this.
Jack,
Emperor.
he's always looking to
question.
fight somebody.
No, it's not. It's not a fight. It's a question. Like
No.
where do we draw the line?
Holy cows. I'm going to challenge
Gotta
your
do something.
beliefs, okay? Because you've made the claim earlier that war is justified. You got to defend yourself. But what I'm hearing from you is kind of a claim of victimhood. Why are you looking at the world as a victim instead of being one with God, knowing that everything is possible and we're here at the right time to bring peace to the world?
I'm not looking at it like a victim. See, I understand
Are you sure?
I understand the situation that we're in from a spiritual, a mental, and a physical perspective,
Well,
which are three
you
different
say
things.
that. You
They're
say
three
that.
different things, though, because some of us are fighting
Jack,
the
let's
spiritual
welcome our
battle,
new guest, the Machine
like
Live.
you, Jack. You're fighting the spiritual battle. Okay, so it's bigger than the
happening,
physical
TML?
thing. Some people are fighting that physical battle where they can see a
I'm just-
person. You see what I mean? And then there's
I'm
the
just trying
ideology.
to have conversations here,
Yeah.
man. I'm not fighting anything. I'm with God and saying, hey guys, let's have conversations with love and let's expand
Yeah.
our
It's like a
mind.
projection,
That's what I'm
Jack.
doing
You
right
don't
now.
fight
That's why I'm
anybody.
not trying to point fingers or anything. I'm asking some questions and I'm just
Oh,
trying to
it's
see what
Lenny!
everybody's perspective is.
Well, let's
Leonard.
welcome in first the Machine Lies
What's
and then we'll
up,
jump down to
Leonard?
Leonard.
What's up, OG?
Welcome, Machine Lies. How you doing,
This
bro?
is a veteran like you, Jack.
Yeah, blessings. So, yeah, somebody said Muslim invasion, so here I am. Yeah.
Good.
I'm asking questions.
Time.
Big up my white brother Lenny.
What's going on?
No, that's
Leonard.
perfect timing. Welcome, Leonard. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. I was hearing the stuff about war and this and that and the third. Now, this can't be verified. Well, it could be by somebody, but I'm not the great verifier of it all.
Right.
That's what I think. Okay. You have X amount of money that the United States has. It's like, well, what are you going to do with it? It's not going to be invested into the country. So spend it on war. And then you get a bigger budget next year when you expend all that money. And there you go.
It's a rigged game,
Right.
Lenny.
So the
Exactly.
topic
Great points.
today is let's discuss transformation, reforms, and change. It seems like many people are well aware of how the systems are working. So what should we change? How can we make it change?
I'm the wrong person to ask that
It's gonna
because
take everybody's like to agree on at least one solution or at least one decent solution that covers most ground.
Beautiful.
I sent you 2 links in the back, and those are 2 of my solutions to some of the bigger problems. We have the war in the Middle East, so how we could stop it and get all the countries in the United Nations to come together and hold the line. Because if they have things they call war crimes, like hurting civilians, for example, there's a lot of countries that already did that, and now it's like, hey, if we're gonna do the United Nations World Police, here's a decent way to establish everybody getting in, so there's no discrimination, things like that. And it was a put together. And then
Jack,
we got
I get to take a breath.
Go ahead.
What are you going to do with it?
I already gave it to Senator Kelly and the State Department. Let's see what they do with it. Looks like they're doing something.
How did you do that? Did you meet with them? Did you
I got on
correspond?
I have to work Monday through Friday. I ended up getting on the phone. I set an appointment for a phone call, things like that. It took a while. And then we got on the email. They emailed me back for the reference for the document, and then I sent it. And then they sent me another email back a couple months later, like, oh yeah, thanks for the information, blah blah blah, some random spiel. And that was it.
Right. They're not listening.
It's whatever,
Jack,
man.
you and
What I'm
Lenny,
suggesting.
I tried though.
Jack, did you notice that you and Lenny look like you're in the same room?
No.
Jack, do
Anyway.
you think somebody?
I don't know, Jack. What do you
somewhere-
think?
Somewhere out there, somewhere, cares to
I'm
actually
quite sure
do
there
something
are
to make a
people
difference.
like that
And what do they
care.
need to do to make a difference? Is Jack?
I
Jack's
don't
on
know.
the right track, right? He wants to talk to people. He wants to open up conversation.
I don't know. You know,
Do you
when it
feel
comes to
like-
all that,
Yeah,
I don't
you feel
know.
like there's not much you can do, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Actually,
trying
I
to.
mean, I'm just
I was told
speaking for
once,
myself.
you got to put it
Speaking
on
for
paper,
myself.
at least. And that's what I did. That's all I could do. Wrote it down.
I actually have ideas. I'd love some interest in discussing these things. Because, Dick, yeah, you're right. I'm confident there's someone out there who's willing to get on board with what I'm saying. I'm counting on that. And I'm inviting anyone who's here live or later, if you can think of anyone. I mean, the way I see it, I found a lot of different groups, a lot of different men's groups that are working on supporting each other. I've seen church organizations. I've seen a lot of good men and women online reporting, right? Shining the light on the corruption and helping to keep others informed. Well, let's use the information and use these connections and do something with it. We've got mountains of evidence of these problems, but waiting for someone else to do something just doesn't seem to be working for me. So I'm trying to find a way
wait
to
anymore.
connect. Right. I don't
It
want
has
to
to
wait.
start somewhere. It has to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now, Jack?
Well,
Yeah,
and
the
the
man
simple
about to blow
the
a
simple
gasket.
path I see, it's a worldwide change. It's the same thing that works for the individual. We must confess our sins. We must become honest. We must repent towards righteousness. Individuals can do that. Nation states can do that, as well as the corporations. And what do you do? What do you know? We get the people involved with leading and administering the government nations, as well as those leading and administering the corporations, and we get them involved in this path of righteousness together.
Okay, perfect.
Jack, you're
So
like the
then,
modern
look,
day John the
that
Baptist.
second
You're
one
like,
that I
repent,
sent you.
repent.
The second one I sent you is the Stewardship for Companies and the Minimum Wage Act. Now that right there actually helps level the playing field, but it does limit a lot of power and corruption, so it's going to get fought against heavily. But the actual logic behind it and how it works, the mechanisms, it doesn't interfere with any current tax situations or anything like that. It's pretty legit. We're putting the cap in capitalism. That one's pretty nice.
Well, I'm suggesting that America, should we choose, and it doesn't have to be America, but the solution is no more secrets and lies. If people understood the truth of the corruption that is happening, guys, we would not be wasting our fucking time every day. We would be united saying, whoa, pounding on doors saying, hey, this shit needs to end. But because we live in this society where we've got corporations that feed and create profits by siphoning away your life force energy, your attention, your identity, your
destroy the bourgeoisie, Jack.
All being sold. If you don't want to be sold, then join me. Let's stand on the truth and confront the lies. Life is not to be bought and sold. It is to be appreciated, nurtured, protected, and shared.
Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna like that Stewardship and Minimum Wage Act. That's gonna be your favorite. If you really wanna, if you think it's the corporations and the actual extraction, man, the extraction, that shit is dangerous.
I love your enthusiasm, but behind the corporation and the state system is the banking system. I don't want to see men and women limited by a paycheck. We can find more fair and more just ways of.
And Jack, behind the banking groups, there's the Shylocks, Jack.
The crooked people who tell the lies. I mean, let's face it. Let's look at a different way from using
the who. I'm sorry, the who.
The
Shylock. The Shylock.
What the fuck are they?
Look up what Shylock means.
If I remember right, they're the crooked ones who manipulate the numbers and keep double books type thing.
They wear little hats.
Yeah. Okay, that too. I was thinking about this earlier. What legal approach might there be? Well, I don't know how well it could work, but internationally, we do have a monopolized system of banking. Every human being in all nations is seemingly required to have this type of currency. Whatever currency is being generated for the particular land, they've got to have the currency. Well, that one tool of money is generated by one system. Yes, there might be a few different banks who are doing it, but they're all in bed together. This is definition of a monopoly. And the entire reason of protecting the citizenry from the monopolies was so that the people wouldn't be exploited. Everyone's being exploited. This money system is corrupt. All of our savings
Jack, I'm tired of feeling like I'm getting fucked, Jack. I'm tired of the banking system spreading my ass cheeks and fucking me at Jack. Every year I get fucked on my taxes, Jack. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of getting fucked by this war machine, Jack. They don't even spit on it before they fuck you, Jack. They just fuck you raw.
Please, let's really find different analogies for you.
Wow, that's what it is, Jack.
Well,
what other analogy you want other than
I must
taxes?
admit, yes, it's fucking funny, but hold on. Yes, it's fucking hilarious the way it's explained it, but it is actually true.
I know. It is, and it's sad.
Using metaphor and very descriptive language, Jack. You know, but that's what it is. That's what the Uncle Sam does every year. I go into a tax, Jack, every year when I file my taxes. I feel like they clear the desk and they say, "Here, let me put the cold pillow down for you."
I know. And then the guy you're paying to do your taxes really just uses a software. He pays an expensive software to know all the tax code, put some numbers in. If your accountant's anything like the one I used to use, at least,
And
Yeah, it
then at
wasn't
the
that
end of the
bright.
year,
It was
Jack, then
just
at the end of the year, they even ask for more in adjustments, Jack. It's a second
Right.
fucking every year, Jack. A
I
second
know.
fucking. They come back for more, Jack.
Please. Well, this is signs from God. It's signs from God shown in many different ways. The beast systems are cruel and selfish. Now, people, like I said earlier, I'm pretty confident a lot of the crime and addiction that's out here in the world, it's a direct result of having this economic system that exploits the ignorant and the uninformed, the misinformed.
The misanthropic, Jack. The misanthropes.
The indoctrinated.
Well, it makes sense, though. In the path of righteousness, evil has a place. But the evil only has the power that the unrighteous allow it, or the righteous allow it, I guess. And people ask, why is there so much child suffering here on Earth? Well, maybe because mankind hasn't figured out how to work together.
Jack,
As soon as we work
can I make a little observation, Jack?
Please.
Ricardo looks a little bit like a thinner Richard Spencer. Did you notice? They look like they could be related. Look it up. They do.
Possibly.
Is that are you paying me a compliment, Imperius?
Yeah. You're a beautiful man. Beautiful man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. You're not sloppy like
best.
Machine Lives. I mean, Machine Lives.
Hey, Machine Lives is a beautiful man,
Jack,
too.
Machine Lives, the way he's looking right now. Jack, do you remember that assistant to Jabba the Hutt with like the that would come? He was like second in command, where he had like the big robe, like the hair thing, the head thing that came and wrapped around his chest. That's kind of like his dreads right there. And he was like second in command. He's like Jabba Wasabaho. Remember, he was like, and he's like, he said the great Jabba says, "You're no Jedi." You know, that's what that guy, Jack. Remember that guy?
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I'll take your word for it. Frightening to some, yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Thanks for the compliment. Anyway, appreciate it.
Yeah, you know what? You've been here, and you didn't even get a chance to say much. You're welcome to pop in. Anything on your heart or mind?
Me? What is that noise? Sorry.
I don't know. I heard something. Yeah, it sounded like a bug flying.
Buzzing
Something
going on.
electrical.
Jack, Jack, it's the star people. They're trying to tap our convo, Jack.
Might be Machine Lies that's vibrating on his sound.
Are you saying that Machine Lies has a portable?
This guy doesn't like me very much.
Yeah,
Craig,
he
why
has
is he
the
being so
vibrator.
mean?
He's got a vibrator.
Why
He's
is he
talking
being
into
so
one as
mean to
well.
Machine Lies? Machine Lies is a nice guy.
Hold on, please. Machine Lies. I do love you, and you're picking up on that. Craig, would you be interested in having a conversation with a pretty decent Muslim man?
No.
I've already talked to him.
That's
he is
hateful,
not-
Jack.
he's not
That's
responsive
some
to me.
deep-seated hate, Jack. That's deep hate. That's deep.
He's not responsive to what I have to tell him. But
That's deep, visceral hate,
I
Jack.
appreciate it.
Deep
But
hate, Jack.
that's unfortunate, and that's exactly what Jesus was teaching, is this path of forgiveness.
Oh, Jack, you know what, though? I need your help to forgive somebody in chat, Jack. Can you help talk me through this, Jack? Would you be able to help me? Would you? Yeah, it's that lady, actually, Jack. I need to forgive her, Jack, for
Shout out to Arlen.
for forcing me to have to destroy her. I didn't want to, Jack, but she was making false Jack. She was having a discussion about grape gangs, Jack, and then I made an input, and she blamed me, Jack. She blamed me, Jack. She was racist toward me, bigoted. She kicked me off the channel, Jack, and she even lied to the chat saying, "Oh, Imperius is fine; he can come back." And she lied to her own subscribers, Jack.
Here,
that's a hard show. Jack, I hate being talked about, though, Jack. It's like you
I
with
know,
Yolanda.
but at the same time, you don't hate being talked about. It's okay. Let's swing back to this, because I'm being selfish again.
You're never, Jack. You can be
Yolanda.
selfish all you want, Jack. It's your show.
Well, thank you. I think this question is pointed at me. If you reject centralized political power because no single government should control humanity, why would you accept centralized spiritual power where one person, denomination, or movement claims exclusive access to God? That's
Well,
a
I don't think
false
Jack believes that.
representation
I
of
don't think
what I'm
Jack
saying.
believes that. Jack
Thank
believes that like each person could be in touch with God and stuff. Like Jack's not a Catholic like me, where we have a hierarchical structure where the Pope dictates things. Like Jack's not like that. Jack's an individualistic person, you know?
Where that comes from is I do make the claim, that Christ can be king. I invite his way to be my rule.
But that's God. God's king of
over
anything.
me.
Christ is God, Jack. So
Yeah.
I mean, God, the creator of the universe, is king of everything. Like that's the kind of like there is one God. You know what I mean? And that's the creator.
And that's
You know,
it.
it's not
that's where, this is where I think it's on each of us individually. It's time to start embodying that realization. There's one God. There's one time to live, right? And in the end, there's really only one way to live a good life, a full life.
It's with love, Jack.
God.
It's with love.
Yeah.
That's what Jesus said, Jack. He said, "Love one another." He said, "Love one another as I have loved you," Jack. That's all he wanted, Jack.
That's it.
Not for me. Nah. Now getting out of the neighborhood I grew up in, so I wasn't subject to be a news story after a drive-by shooting and become an accident. That's the reason I'm still alive and kicking today.
Hey, brother, and I'm glad you made it. I really am.
It's not even made it. It's not a made it thing. It's one of those, you know what this neighborhood is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jack lives in Baltimore. Jack knows the hood. Jack's in the Baltimore. Dude. Jack's a gangster, bro.
You have people that bear allegiance for some reason to some area of poverty. Like it gives them some points of I don't know.
It's a connection.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know what it is, but I was like, I could not wait to become an adult to utilize whatever methods legally that I could utilize at my disposal to leave and never return.
You
I
escaped?
became an adult, and I did that.
Good for you.
And I'm like, to hell with whatever else is going on.
You got out of the hood.
Well, brother, that's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. I see some gray hairs on your head, so you've made it.
I have plenty of gray.
I know.
I'm 63 years old.
All right.
I have gray.
and you're doing good, my friend. Those stories of the urban poverty, I didn't grow up with that. I didn't understand it. I really didn't interact with a lot of other races when I was growing up either, not until the Army. But once I started listening and hearing the stories of others, I realized a poor white kid in a trailer park is not really that different than a poor black kid in the urban area, right, in the city. But it's
poverty is poverty.
It is.
And it's all on the choices that people make.
Well,
to either stay there and play the blame game,
right?
Leonard, stay in the pot over here. What? Get it.
That's it. They sit here, like you have people. I'm not going to say someone's names. I already did a video about saying
like art, Leonard, like art.
No, I'm
stop saying names.
No,
honestly, though.
No. Trust me, you will be judged by the same measure. So let's not do it.
Excuse me. Can I finish?
Yeah, go
Thank
ahead,
you.
bro.
Now, you have these people that they blame the government, they blame white people, they blame everything under the sun for their lack of success, when the reality is they were so busy trying to be nickel slick Rick during their youth that they didn't do what they supposed to have done, and now they're old and they're bums. and it's their fault, and they want to be on the, they're another member of the victim Olympic team, because this is what I found. I talked to a variety black folk that talk that, say, okay, name your personal experience, racism. Just, well, you know how white folk are. It doesn't matter. I'm asking you. See, just like when Nancy Grace was talking to former police officer Goofball, and she asked him one question, and he went down the yellow brick road towards Oz in order to come back around and not really give an answer. First he said no, then he said yes, then he said maybe. Well, I'm not the one they have to prove stuff to. It's like, you weren't asked all that. She asked you a simple question, and you failed the assignment. He failed the whole interview.
Okay. I'm not sure where we're going with this, honestly.
Okay, what we're doing with this is people will blame everything else other than themselves. A kid will go to and don't have their homework and say the dog ate my homework.
Right. This is a result.
But what's the point in blame anyway?
Thank you. There's no point in blame unless we're going to identify the solution out of it.
Get anyone anywhere.
There's a solution. Get off your ass and get a job and do what you're supposed to do, and keep moving up the ladder.
That was your solution, brother. But there's others.
That is the solution. That is not my solution. Right. That is the solution.
Can I please? I know I interrupted you.
Okay, I was cut off.
I'm trying. Yes,
go ahead.
I'm trying
to hear your reason, and then I'll finish my reason. Go ahead.
Every human is the result of their past, okay, and their past upbringing, what is modeled around them, what they learn, not necessarily what they're taught, but what they learn and what's modeled around them. That creates their belief system. And just what you were saying, Leonard, a lot of youth have been focused to chase the nickels, right? Chase the wrong direction, and they're missing out on.
I didn't say that at all.
Okay, my words of what I heard. Sorry if I misheard you.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. The point is, everyone is a result of their past education and the opportunities that they found. Opportunities come in ideas. So you got the idea that worked for you, and I'm proud of you. Nice work. Not everyone makes it through. Not everyone escapes.
Hey, Jack, can I address Hanover real quick in the chat before he goes? He's one of my friends, Jack. May I address him real quick before he goes? Because I got to go too, Jack, and I had to get Hanover's message Mariah to get a hold of me. I have somebody that was a victim of what you're talking about with the Crucible, and how she dated one of their mods over there, and he was threatening to release her nudes and stuff. And Wilson knew about it, Panovers, and he has a whole like docs hard drive and stuff on all these people online, Panovers. It's a sick world. So, Jack, we got to watch out. Like Leonard's saying, there's a lot of sick people out there, Jack, that really try to prey upon the love that you're trying to try to give out here, Jack. And I'm just getting tired of it. I want more. I want Yolanda to be more welcoming of you, Jack, because you've always been welcoming and appreciative of her when she's been up here. I think she needs to return the favor. Kenny almost looks like Van Morrison right there, Jack. If you remember who Van Morrison is, he looks just like Van Morrison.
No,
I like the noir.
Who drove the red sports car?
Yes, yeah. He also he liked the brown-eyed girl too. And Jack, I like the noir black and white that Kenny's in right now. Very cute.
I love Van Morrison's song called Spanish Rose. That's one of his best.
There's a good one called There's a good one called Days Like These, Kenny. Real good one. Real good one. Anyways, Jack, I love you. I think you'd like Van Morrison too, Jack, because he's a very peaceful, loving guy. And I'm gonna go and beat Mariah for fun. So I'll talk to you later, Jack.
Thanks for putting to it. Blessings to you.
See you later. See you later, Rimpy. Cheers, man.
Okay.
Thanks for the compliment.
Jack. Okay, Jack. You're gonna finish there.
Well, yeah, to land where I was trying to go, people are the result of their past experiences and opportunities. And I believe we can create a future where there are not communities that people are trying to escape from, while other people are living in these dream resort communities. I think we can make it a lot better for a lot of different people.
Okay. I saw the neighborhood that I grew up in go from a bustling black middle class neighborhood to a dump. And it was some of that, whatever that LBJ 1964 thing he signed, the act of some crazy, whatever it is. I don't know. But at the end of the day, all of these people that say they don't have any opportunities, it's a bunch of crap. Okay? Every one of these areas has grammar schools. Every area has a high school. Many of these areas have junior city colleges.
Yeah.
Many of these areas, the schools back then, they had different trades. Okay.
Right.
All of this stuff. So people experience this and that. Look, if you want to get out here and make some money for life and have a career, you could do so. If you want to go out there and sell drugs,
right, Leonard,
thinking you're
yeah.
Can I finish?
Well, I'm wondering what's the relevance? What are we landing at? What's the meaning we want to share?
You know, are we going to have a conversation, or is this some type of test I have to answer a certain way to fit in? What exactly is going on here?
I appreciate the question, and I certainly don't mean to be rude. My live stream, it appears much like many others, but I do really, each day I start my live stream, I'm trying to discuss a topic that I think could be helpful. I'm really hoping to connect to other human beings who are alive right now with this idea that if we unite together, maybe we as ordinary people can do something big. Like,
yes. They shun me every time I say it. I come on panels, I'm very positive. That ain't gonna work. All they want, they're defeatists. They're defeated. And the American culture right now may be defeated. It's on the ropes. And me and Jack, we're trying to bring it back. And we're trying to establish, hey, guys, let's get together behind some ideas.
Okay.
That's why I showed my ideas with Jack. I said, hey, here's 2 of my ideas. I got something on paper. You know, it's comprehensible. And this is worth conversation. So I just wanted to show him my channel is doing the same thing. We got solution. We're solution based. Let's go ahead and talk about it. But like, how do we fix it? Where's the goal?
How do we fix it?
What's the end game?
People take accountability for your actions. That's how you fix it.
That's easy to say.
And you mean it's easy to say? All I got is a high school diploma, and I did it.
If everyone did that, imagine the world.
Right.
Yeah. I got a high school diploma. I graduated high school. I graduated high school 2 years late. I did it, so I'm no genius. So I'm like this: if you're smart enough to doggone cut up dope and divide it for sale to turn a profit, you could do other stuff on the legal side of the fence too. I don't want to hear it.
Definitely.
So that's what it is. You have people that are doggone on the victim Olympic team. They expect life to be like Burger King. You could have it your way. Life is not like that. See? So while they're out here trying to...
people like that. What are we going to do? Yes, there's people like that.
What are we going to do? What do you mean we? Yeah. You figure out what you're going to do with them. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Tell you what, your mind sounds convinced. It appears I've got nothing to offer you. I'm actually feeling we're over 2 hours now. It's time to start wrapping up.
Okay, well, I'm not, I read something that was sent to me via text about something to do with an Army stream. So I click on, it's here. I clicked on, I thought it was going to be a military discussion. I mean, Craig, am I telling the truth or no? What did you send me? So Craig sent me that, and that brought me here because at the time I was at the store shopping and I didn't want to get online until I was done with all that and I'm home because I didn't want all that background noise from being out in the store. School starts next week. Children are all over the place with their parents getting school supplies and uniforms, and it's a madhouse out there. Lots of noise.
So what did you find? What was it?
What did who find?
Sorry, I thought you were building up to something.
No, I said where I was at, I didn't want to come on to the show because it was too much background noise. So I want to get through shopping and get home where it's quiet so that I did not disturb the audio of the show with a lot of background noise from screaming kids and stuff.
I understand. It's very thoughtful of you.
Jack,
Stuff like that too.
do you mind if I promote my show that's coming on Finding Gnosis this Tuesday?
Please go ahead.
Sounds great. We're never here for Jack. We're always here for ourselves, boys. Praise God.
Okay.
Bit cynical.
Ladies and gentlemen, the political landscape is shifting beneath our feet, and it's time to talk about it. We're going live for an unmissable event, an audience with myself, Kenny Given, the rise of the populist right and why the left have already lost. We are diving deep into the exact political movements dominating the headlines right now. We'll be breaking down my perspective on this massive shift, exploring strategies, the momentum, and what it all means for the future. Whether you agree or disagree or just want to understand the changing tides of modern politics, you need to be in the room for this one. This isn't just a broadcast, though. This is a conversation. So bring your thoughts, bring your hard-hitting questions, and get ready to lighten up the live chat. But wait, that's not all. After we tackle the heavy political analysis, we are completely switching gears. We want you to be a part of the entertainment. Grab your acoustic guitars, dust off those keyboards, warm up your vocal cords. We are wrapping up the stream with some live music, singing, and pure fun. We want our audience to lead the charge. So make sure you're tuned in on Tuesday, the 4th of August at 9 p.m. live on the Finding Gnosis show for an audience with Kenny Given. Thank you.
Praise God, man. And make sure that when you go over there that you make sure to tell them your channel and you go and promote your channel while you're over on Kenny's channel. Jack, I just came up here today because I wanted to say I love you, brother. I love you, and I'm like I am just I'm shocked at your patience, your never-ending patience, and your ability to keep coming back. Like, you are the one guy who, you are the most consistent person I've ever met. And so I know you want to get out of here. These guys don't care about that. So I'm saying, hey, brother, love you, man.
Yeah, you don't get to say what I care about or not, dude. Come on, don't make assumptions.
No, it's.
I care about Jack.
I know.
I care about you, Jack.
I know you do, and I care about all of you guys too. And I really care. I care about this belief that if given a chance, I know we can do more. I know I can do more. I just got to find a way to be given a chance. And so if anyone out there is interested in trying to support this idea of, as we were discussing, individual accountability for these men and women who claim to represent the people, I think it's time to get a voice from the people in front of the people who claim to represent the people. And then maybe we can save some human lives and end some of this suffering. We live in a criminal enterprise, guys. We're here to find God together and to lead each other to love. Because it's only with love that we're going to make it through it. Life. It's the only thing that carries us through is love.
That's the truth. It is. And then the meaning of love, right? We went over that earlier, right? Forgiveness, mercy, charity, and grace.
And in those things, yes, beautiful. Mercy, charity, grace. Through mercy and charity and grace, that is where we find forgiveness. We're so quick to judge and so slow to think of mercy. But the sooner we find forgiveness, we get to stop blaming, and we get to feel that goodness, right?
Yeah, and that's why we have to have all four of those things, or else it's not that unconditional love that God gives us. That's the truth. We have to wake up to this reality. See, love is an ideology. And if we don't put down certain ideologies and pick up the true ideologies that connect us, help us work together in an unbiased kind of way. Like, you get this side of that couch, I'll get this side. Let's go, let's go. It don't matter what color you are when you're picking up that couch. That shit heavy, right?
Very true. You all need the same color.
And the thing is love, this state of love, if we can allow ourselves to drop the things that are not love. One of my notes today, it's in line with scripture for sure. Every one of us, we've got an individual responsibility to guard ourselves from entertaining impure and cruel thoughts, even if they're directed at ourselves, right? The cruel thoughts are directed at ourselves. We can't allow those, because when we sit with love, absent from worry or fear or hate or all those other things, when we sit with love, the truth reveals itself. We don't have to try and find the answer. It shows itself to you. And once you see it, you may not like the answer at first that God shows. I know I didn't like a lot of the answers at first, but the more I learned how to surrender to what is real, what God is really showing me, what God has really revealed to me, I cannot deny. I mean, the only way to live is with faith in love, faith in the truth, and you stand by those things, whatever the world brings us. And Emperor, that's something, it sounds like you've been tested, and it's told in scripture too. The more we start standing in the light of God, with the light of God, for love, well, the darkness comes out because it intimidates them. They're not sure.
Let's just say I started on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to light and darkness. And through the deeper darknesses that I actually went into, I started to realize that the light became more and more apparent, and the darkness just faded away. And I just realized that I'm not even doing this for the darkness or the power. I just seek understanding. When I turn around, the light just fills me, and then I'm just so happy. I can't stop it. I just can't stop it, bro. And then, like, you know, you can roll one up and chill, but that's some different shit.
Absolutely.
Well, this is what I learned by my experience and witness. I've witnessed others. I know that there's proven, repeatable strategies of emotional, mental, physical transformation. And it all has to do with God, God's love. It is love that transforms us. And if we can invite love into our being, as you were saying, I took myself through darkness and a lot of unhealthy choices, and I lived in despair. I just couldn't find happiness. But the more I changed my mind, the more I opened my mind to peace and love, the more it transformed me. And just what you said, I discovered that the light in the darkness was me. No one was coming to save me but me. But the whole time, God was with me. God had prepared me to meet me at just the right time. And I still keep discovering me, just like I keep discovering you guys. It's a cool story, guys. This life thing. I'm glad to be a part of it. For many years, over 40 years, I didn't understand it. I didn't like it. I hated living. And then love transformed me. It is my testimony, my purpose. Love is the goal. It's the way. It's what's going to transform this world individually and collectively. And guys, don't deny God's love. Not from you, not from anybody, because God's love is goodness. So just be with the goodness that is, and then you know. Makes sense? Hopefully. I am feeling tired. I should shut down. I should probably check in on that church function and go share some labor. I might have procrastinated long enough with you guys, though. The patterns of our selfishness, they can be very subtle or very obvious, but we've got to pay attention to our choices and our behavior. I know I do, but I made a commitment to myself a long time ago, and I encourage everyone to do it. No more excuses, right? Be honest. If you're being selfish, be honest about being selfish. If you're being lazy, be honest about being lazy. It's the dishonesty that gives us brain damage. I'm confident of this, guys. Dishonesty creates brain damage, and then it's passed down from parents to child.
You know, I got to tickle your feather on this one. So if we're looking at brain damage, right? I mean, like, what should we consider as brain damage if they don't understand the truth, but they're choosing to go against it? Or if it's like the people that are they just can't understand the truth because it's just like, duh. Like, where's the line?
I have a suggestion, Jack. I have a suggestion.
Please.
It might be part of it might be to do with the brain damage is having your third eye closed, calcified.
Beautiful.
Essentially, and that is kind of brain damage, and that's what they want to do to us. So
it's part of it. I actually heard there's studies that show patterns of porn can develop into similar patterns of destruction in the brain as drug use, habitual drug use, habitual sin, habitual unhealthy choices. It does corrupt our brains. Yeah. But how do you identify if someone's brain damaged? I don't like to jump to conclusions I don't know, but you can tell if someone is present or if someone's trapped in their mind. You can tell if someone's disassociated from reality by how they behave, what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I'm ready to wrap up. Any final words? I want to give the machine lives the last ones, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah,
Sure.
I've got nothing to say, dude.
Much love, Craig. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. How about you, Ricardo?
I was just thinking about brain killers. I'm going to end with a positive, so it's all good. So alcohol sprang to mind. Alcohol is known to destroy brains, to kill brain cells. So
Sure.
I tend to avoid that. But cannabis, the holy herb, is known to help prevent cancer, grow brain cells, new pathways, because it does. You can't deny it. It does, for all the other things it does to you. It does help you see things differently. You can kind of see things in different ways. You just get creative in ways you wouldn't if you were just straight. So that's something I love about cannabis personally. But that's it really.
Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate you sincerely. The words on cannabis, it has been used in many different traditions, many different cultures. And in my own personal experience, I found that when used with respect and, intention, it's actually an incredible meditative aid. And I think that's what Ricardo was pointing out. It allows your mind to kind of soften, and you can pursue ideas a little farther than maybe in the past. Hey, the Emperor, thank you for swinging through, brother. Great meeting you.
Awesome, man. I love this. This is awesome. Definitely looking for more channels like this, people that are solution based. I showed you evidence. I'm ready. This is real proposals. We can like really put it together. So if you take a look, anybody that you do know that are, in those kinds of fields, have the conversation with them about those two things. They're open to the public. If you want to drop them in the links for the people, they could check it out, stuff like that. But the next one, I think, is bringing refineries, right? We're going to bring back refineries to America, but these are going to be refineries that are specifically designed for American crude oil, American light crude oil. We're going to start processing this. We're going to generate jobs and energy for our people. That's the next move I think is going to be beneficial. Citizen legislation proposal 2 starting next Monday. For right now, we're just going to have fun for the rest of the week, and I will be going live in like 4 or 5 hours. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you for having me, Jack. You are an inspiration. I'm right here with you, man. Follow me if you want to. We can collab, email, things like that. All right, I'm out.
All right, respect. Thank you for joining. And for those who are interested, I dropped the links in the chat. I will also try and put the links in the description later. So if you want to check out some of the ideas he is sharing and promoting, please do. My brother. Chaos and all sorts of things again today. Sorry.
yeah.
Well, please.
Absolutely. But I appreciate you having me, Jack. It's a swell time as always. And yeah, I'll be very short because I know you have to go to your church event and so on and so forth. So I don't want you to be any more late. I know you've spent a lot of time entertaining these folks, and they are thoroughly entertained. So make no mistake, some of them may pretend like they weren't entertained, but I think they were thoroughly entertained. But yeah, I appreciate the time. We talk about some issues on the channel. We get conflated as being against technology, but we think that man is actually technological to his core, right? And what we suggest is that man find a different relationship with technology, right, than the current one that they have, right? A one that's more in tune with nature. We think that the solution for man's problems is in the wilderness, and we'll explain a little bit of what we mean because we don't think that man is non-technological because we don't think that animals are not technological, right? Because animals create all sorts of enclosures, right? They alter their environment, they build nests and dams and all sorts of things, right? So animals use technology, right? What's unique about man is our ability to create symbols. And our capacity to create these symbols has been hijacked by large-scale technology. And the word for it in cybernetic epistemology is semiotics, right? Man has a symbol-making capacity, right? And the semiotic space that is based on control and communication, and that is really what technology is based on. It's based on control and communication, as is cybernetics. Right. Norbert Weiner's tech cybernetics is called control and communication within the animal and the machine. So in cybernetic epistemology, our ability to alter symbols created the proliferation of technology. This ability has become hijacked by the technical realm, right? By the abstract symbols of logic and math. They've created a universal language, and they're hijacking our ability to construct symbols. we have to free the symbolic realm, and the solution, as I said, is in nature. So thank you guys for chatting with us, and I appreciate you guys, and that is what my show is about. And I'd love to have conversations with any of you. Honestly, it's open chatting. I appreciate you guys. Blessings. Thank you guys.
Yeah, much love. Absolutely. And these thoughts on technology and relationships, it really is a fascinating topic when you step back and you look at things, the functions of different pieces in these systems of life. There really is everything that man has created as far as for control or communication. It's reflection on what we've discovered in nature, right? Everything in science has just been observed by what is already there. We come up with logical, reasoned explanations. We try and use evidence and repetition to prove our hypothesis and our conclusions. But life, the answer of life, the meaning that we can find, every one of us in our mind, in the divine creation of who we are, the technology, the technology of the biological function of you and I, the activity of this body that I have, that you have, it's in constant activity from the moment prior to birth, right, in its development until it starts decaying. It's constantly in activity. So you might think you're a thing. The world wants you to think that you're a thing, but you're not just a thing. You are an advanced biological technology that was created for the purposes of your multidimensional being of consciousness to have an energetic experience of form where you could discover that in the end, it is always you. No one else is there but you, for you. And in the end, all that you are is an aspect of God. So fear not. Be not afraid of who you are. Be not afraid of what God might be for you. Because I've got just a different interpretation on things. I'm really looking at a lot of the same things, the same words in the Bible, the same stories, and I just have a different perspective on this. But it seems to me, if you take that story to its conclusion, that God so loved the world that he gave us such a magnificent divine reflection of God's way, and God's messenger in Jesus brought the truth with such grace and holiness. Miracles were found. The blind got to see. The lame found healing. Right? There was miracles abound. And what does mankind do? Fucking destroys it. See, I'm of the belief that the stories are real, that God created man to discover all things, to have dominion over this world means that we've been given the opportunity to be responsible with this world. And if we follow in the likeness of God, then our purpose here is to nurture, protect, grow, sustain life in all forms, right? I think I took myself off of where I started, and I'm not sure where I was going to go. You guys are saying keep going. Cook, baby, I can talk about God and love. I do believe this is the time. We are the life of time. This time is you and me. All of us are on this individual journey of awakening and discovery in life. We don't know what life might bring, but if we don't open up to greater ideas, then we might miss out on the opportunities that the universe and God and love really wants you to bring. I think I need to wrap up. I'm feeling whole. I'm feeling complete. And I hope some love made it in with you. I hope you found an answer, a reason to be with more love. And the reminder, with love, Love does everything. You don't have to change it all. You don't have to do it all. You just invite love in, and you be honest with love and what love wants with you. It is the magic pill. It's the answer for everything. You invite love in and you will see yourself doing the things that transform you. That's what happened with me, at least. But my testimony is mine. You don't have to believe me. I hope you will, and I hope you'll return. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again to everyone who joined the panel, and the views, whether now or later, those who contributed and shared support. God bless you, and thank you as well. Till next time, choose love, peace for everyone, walk with faith, so you too live without fear. God bless you all, and thank you again. Peace.